Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Angela Moemeka with Mark 9 Pediatrics. I am chatting with you today about toddlers, tantrums, and timeouts. I am a huge believer in discipline. I'm a big discipline believer. And I always want to separate out discipline versus punishment, right? So punishment is about what you did wrong. You did something wrong. Let's focus on that. Whereas discipline is about rewarding the behavior you want to see, right? It's about focusing on positive reinforcement, and that has been shown time and time again in research around behavioral pediatrics and development to be the way to get kids to their best self. When it comes to timeouts, I remind families that it's not something just for kids, not something just for toddlers. It's really for everyone. So even adults can benefit from timeout. And a timeout has three key components that make it so successful. The first is taking a break. So you're stepping away from the situation completely, whether it's a toy that they want, a squabble with a sibling, whatever it is, they're stepping away from that situation. The second thing is quieting the brain. So it's a great time for mindfulness, whether it's an app or a book or a song, whatever it is, just a quiet moment for them to take a break and take a mental break. The third and probably most important part of a timeout is that you come back to the situation to problem solve and talk about how to move forward from there, right? What that expected behavior is, what that positive behavior is that will get them the results that they want. And now let's take a step backwards then now and talk about tantrums, which are normal for everyone. Even adults have tantrums. Most of us are pretty good about controlling them and managing them pretty well, but not everyone, right? Some people, you've seen adults who tantrum and it's pretty wild and out there. And the same thing with little ones. They're just learning. They're learning how to manage their emotions. They're learning how to process. And oftentimes when a toddler or a preschooler has a tantrum, what they're saying to you is, I feel sad, angry, tired, frustrated, unhappy, and I don't know how to express it. I don't have the words yet to express it. I have so many emotions right now in my system, and I don't yet have the vocabulary or the skills to share that with you in a way that gets the results that I want. So I'm just gonna keep getting your attention until you figure it out, right? So there's this ongoing cycle of this tantrum that doesn't have the result the toddler wants, and so it continues. And as the adults, you have to help them break that cycle. And that's where timeouts come in, right? That's where you say, hey, let's take a break. Let's quiet the mind. Let's come back and problem solve. When it comes to problem solving, again, I stress, model the behavior you want to see in your child, because you're really saying to your child, not just, I want you to do this for me. You're saying, I want you to be the best version of yourself, right? I want you to grow up into an adult who doesn't only focus on honoring your own feelings and your own emotions, but remembers that there are other people around you and that you need to express those emotions in a way that honor other people, respect other people, while still expressing your needs, right? That's what you're trying to get your child to understand, and that's so important. So when you're thinking about that problem-solving stage for your child's tantrum after they've had their timeout, I always say to folks to make sure that you're being consistent and that you're being patient. So clear instructions, consistency in terms of setting boundaries, and then making sure that you're patient and understand that it's not about the child being defective or something being wrong with your child. It's about a new skill, and you want to give them the time to understand that skill. And the best way to learn a skill, whether you're an athlete, whether you're trying to lose weight or build muscle or learn an instrument, it's about consistency, right? That's what discipline is all about. It's about consistency, the limits, the boundaries, and then following through with that, even on the bad days, the days that don't go so great, still going through and following through. That's the important piece of things. The final thing I want to say is, don't be afraid to learn from experts, whether it's your pediatrician, whether it's a developmental specialist, and really parenting classes that you can find online. You can hear from friends. You can ask your pediatrician about parenting classes. My favorite is called Positive Parenting Program. It's amazing. I love it. It's also called Triple P, so you can search it up online. It's a wonderful program, but there are tons of programs out there that help you learn how to parent in the best possible way for your specific child. So again, toddlers, tantrums, timeouts go together. It is a normal phase of life. If you handle this in a way that honors your child's emotions, that teaches them how to move forward and be their best selves, you will see a positive improvement in them as they get to school age and beyond. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm here on Instagram, Angela Moameka MD, also on Facebook, Mark9 Pediatrics, and on Twitter at Dr. Moameka MD. And of course, at the office, 972-325-2005. You all have a great day. I'm going to sip some more of my tea.